and welcome to the Ruben Tuesday. My name's Ruben and this is my review for Tekken Bloodline. Let me know in the comments below before we get into the review who is your favorite, out of all the games, who's your favorite character? I probably have to go with Horang. I just love his kicking ability. I was always the one that I could just, tap X and then 7 kicks later I've won, sometimes against the computer, but when you're fighting against other opponents, that doesn't really work because they sidestep and then I die. Anyway, let me know in the comments, who's your favorite character? Let's jump in. So we have 6 episodes at about 25 minutes apiece, probably about 22 minutes apiece once we take out the credits, and this follows very much similar to the games. We start off with a Jin character who at the beginning is young. We get an episode of him with his mother, and then things ensue, things go wrong, and he ends up with his uncle Hayachi, and he learns a different way of fighting to his mother. And really, we have a little bit of a montage in episode 2, and then it comes down to the tournament, which you gotta have a tournament. If you're having Tekken, you gotta have the tournament, and that's kind of where the fun begins.
This is where the fun begins.
You're seeing your characters fight against each other. All those that you've played with, if you are a fan, you would be like, hey, that's how he did that move, or when is he gonna do that move? You're hoping to see how that looks on screen, and then you're thinking, does this work with the animation style? We have the 2D and the 3D kind of mixed mash. If you've paused like a frame, you'll see some of the characters on side, they look 2D, and then there'll be like hairstyle that is kind of 3D, the background is 3D, or when they're fighting, particularly and the camera spins, I don't think that's a word, spins around, you'll see a new technique shown from a different camera angle. It kind of does that throughout the 6 episodes and follows our character, the protagonist, of getting better, learning how to fight, kind of coming to terms with the turmoil within his mind, kind of honoring his mother's teaching and heritage and honoring his uncle's teaching and heritage, even though everybody's telling him his uncle is the worst and shows us he's literally the worst. And he always has been the worst. I kind of like that the uncle is exactly like you'd expect him to be, kind of a bastard really, and that's how he should be. In the games he was that. You have those memes of him chucking the family heritage of, kind of throwing off the child on the mountain and seeing who comes up and who survives, like the Spartans in 300. That is kind of their heritage. Only the strong survive, and if you're strong then you can survive. But also it comes down to the bloodline of Jin and of his father, and so we're having that storyline, kind of the major arc behind the fighting that's going on, which keeps, if you played the games, you kind of know where this is going and you're looking forward to that. If this is your first time in and you've never played the games, I think this is going to be a treat for you. There's enough story for you to stick around until you get to the fight sequences, which I think what we're here for, to see the different characters fight. You can kind of guess who's going to win. You're probably on the good guy side, but is the good guy even the good guy, or is he going to have to do some bad things in order to win and save the day? It's very kind of surface level when it comes to storyline, but there's enough for me to be excited about. I'm loving the character design, the movements. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with their second series, considering how it ended exactly like I would expect it to. If you played the games, you know it. If you haven't, you can probably still guess where the second season would go, but it's all down to the fighting, and it does look great. There's this thing that they do when it comes to a certain moves where they kind of go shell shading, kind of like what Street Fighter did in one of their games, where it's like black and white, and then the move is incorporated with some color and they slow it down. It's just a really nice visual touch to the fight sequences that's going on. There are moments like that. They kind of showcase what they can do within the fighting style, and I really enjoyed it. For a quick watch, 20 minutes a piece, basically 6 episodes in, I think you'll get this done very quickly and be satisfied. It's not brilliant, but I think it is really good. I'm going to give this 4 Nicolas Cages out of 5.
You killed me. You said you were alive.
A quick, sharp, short review. Whether you like it or not, that'll be up to you. Some of the characters are interesting. I like seeing some of my favorites there, King and Paul, or Paul Phoenix. Nina was a little different to how I'd expected, but still, great to see. I'm hoping that we'll get some of the other fringe characters maybe in season 2. Let me know who you are looking forward to in season 2. But for now, here are another 2 reviews for you to watch. But most of all, until next time, remember, live long Tuesday.